What's up? Good afternoon, everybody. It is Wednesday, the 6th of 2019 of February. It is 12:53 in the afternoon. I got my iPhone hooked up to the hotspot for the internet. Today I'm going to show you the application of Waze, which is an alternative GPS map application if you don't want to use Google or any other maps that are out there. Unsure if you could download MapQuest as an application now. Not too sure. I haven't used MapQuest since I was like in my late teens, pretty much mid-20s. I'm 35 now. I'll be 36 in March. And I printed out some notes for myself for the Waze and Google Maps. I'll read them off to you. I'll start right now, actually. Waze is a community-based maps and navigation app. Drivers share valuable real-time data about accidents, traffic incidents, speed limits, and other trip info that helps other drivers get the most out of their trips. On the other hand, Google Maps is a full navigation solution that operates like the other map apps that users are accustomed to. They are baking more community-based features into the app, but it focuses more on Google's huge domination of mapping. Google actually acquired Waze for more than $1 billion back in 2013. I was going to say 1993. My bad. I'm a little retarded sometimes. But since then, the apps have continued to operate independently for the most part. What's nice about the Waze interface, it's great. It's simple, it's flush, it's easy. Waze application is so lightweight, it's ridiculously fast to start up. But the Waze app interface goes for style without giving a minimalist, which I'm a huge fan of. It has all the details you need to use 3D graphics to grab your attention. On the other hand, Google Maps, on the other hand, has a pretty dated interface. The downside to this is that it resembles MapQuest, a massive throwback to the late 90s, early 2000s. In terms of operation, Waze moves around a lot. The app changes locations, shifts, rotates, and pans when you change directions. Using Google Maps is similar to Waze, but very user-friendly. The Google Maps app also moves around, but only when necessary. Google Maps also displays directions at the top of the app and gives you plenty of notice when you need to take action. So those are my cheat notes and stuff like that, because I can't remember diddle sometimes. So I'm already connected to the net. I'll boot up Waze. I'm at my parents' house, still in South Carolina. It always says good afternoon. I can send location, so what they call Wazers or Waze people, so other friends of mine can know where I'm at and stuff like that. For some reason, I can't get rid of this car info. I mean, you could set it if you're using your car as a taxi or like an Uber or Lyft type deal. So I just click private since it's just me. The rad thing about Waze is that it connects to your Spotify. I'm connected to the internet right now, so I have Spotify installed onto the Eonon unit right now, as you can tell. And I'll play my music and whatnot. If you go to settings, it gives you a bunch of settings you can choose from: general, map, display, voice, sound, battery. I don't know why battery. Well, if you're on an actual tablet, but there's no battery thing in this Eonon in the radio. Navigation, car details, put in your toll pass. You get alerts if you want gas stations that will show if you need premium, regular, unleaded fuel and stuff like that. It also will display your speedometer, which is great. And the audio player, which I was telling you about. These are the apps that Waze actually supports. If you're into iHeartRadio, NPR, Pandora, I guess that's Scribbled or Scribd. I don't know, whatever. Stitcher, TuneIn. TuneIn's a great app too. But for the time being, I use Spotify. That's why it's disconnected. You always show the speedometer off and on if you'd like. It's totally up to you. I don't have it to play sound, you know, when I'm going over the speed limit or whatever like that. I don't need it. This is the gas stations I was saying. My car is a Mazdaspeed 3, 2011. It takes 93 premium, so that's what I put into my gas type premium. Preferred station, I don't care, right? Whatever. As long as the gas station has fuel and gas, doesn't bother me. But there's a bunch of them you could pick and choose from, whatnot, if you like one station or the other. My car is set to private. I don't cart anybody around. I don't use it for Uber or Lyft. I don't work for those companies or whatever. Shout out to them. I'm sure they're a great organization. I got my Easy Pass, which I got up in Massachusetts, where I'm originally from, but moved to Connecticut for a job. So I have that. I did sign up for Waze. It's free, so there's no fee. This is all crowd done and whatnot. So if you need help, there's forums on Waze and stuff like that. You could ask people if you need help with anything, which is great. You can avoid toll roads if you don't want to go through tolls, but then you'll be shot around going the long way. But if that's what you want to do, avoid putting in money for the tolls or whatever like that, or, you know, just the usual general stuff that most applications have in navigation systems. You know, nothing really has changed. You could skip unpaved roads. You know, you could go around them if you want. This is cool. You could change your voice. I got it to some British woman and stuff like that. There's a bunch. There's English. Boy band is quite creepy, but that's just me. They kind of like sing a song to you when you want to take a left or right or go down a road. Very weird. It's very creepy. But they have all different languages. They got a bunch. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm sure you know what a English person sounds like. I mean, that's pretty much it. So I'll use that. I'll show you that and stuff like that. You can record new voice. I'm not going to use my own voice to, you know, tell myself directions. You can talk to Waze. The Eonon unit came with a microphone that my friend put up in the corner of my car, near my top windshield, left-hand corner, so I can talk to it if I want without using my fingers. Change the volume, play sound to phone speaker if you want to have it on your phone. I don't. I could show the audio player if I want, which I just showed you in the beginning. I could turn that off and on. General, if you're whatever language you speak, English, Dutch, whatever, Spanish, German, Russian. You can turn the ads off and on. Every time you make a stop, like a stoplight or come to a complete stop, little pop-up ads will show up in the left-hand corner. It's kind of cool, kind of annoying also, to me anyway. I have personal ads on right now, so I'll show you after I back out of the garage. And map display, I have it on auto, so when it's nighttime it goes to night, when it's day, you know, it stays on day, which is on auto. The best one I like is 3D. 2D's alright, but I have it on auto right now. I like where you could point north always and stuff like that. Car icon, which is great. Since I think I'm driving a race car, I use race car sometimes, but right now I'm just using this simple arrow. Got reports. The great thing about this map, the Waze app actually, is if you see a cop, you could actually really not write a report, but hit reports and hit the police, and you can actually pinpoint to other people that there's a cop nearby and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's good or bad to do that, especially come like holidays, when it comes to random traffic stops for like breath alcohol tests and stuff like that. You could put down crashes if you see a crash. You can let people know and stuff like that. That's what's great about this Waze app. See, Google, you can't do that, I don't believe. I'd never really delved into the Google map yet, but this is great. I got the suggestion from somebody on the YouTube, and some guy hit me up through the same guy hit me up through Facebook and told me to check this out, so that's what I'm doing. So it's not really that bad. I actually like this. It's a great map. Wazers is since I signed up, I'm a Wazer now. So if I find other friends who use this application, they could be my friend, and they could see where I'm at all times if I want to kind of tell them where I'm at. I don't have to. I turned it on. I usually turn it off, but just for the time being, it's on. Show the traffic and whatnot. Speedometer. I just showed you. This is great. Always show, which I'll show you. Search bar will be up on top. You can type in if you want. I usually just leave that off because I like a nice big full screen. That's pretty much it. I already logged in and stuff like that. I go by Hoodie Weather on my PlayStation Network account and my Xbox One, stuff like that. I just love wearing hoodies. Not the pullovers too much, but the zip-up ones are pretty cool. I can report an issue if I need to. I can share. If you hit power, the whole Waze app just shuts down. Or if you hit this back button, you can shut it down as well. But I can send a location. This is how you send a report if you see like an accident, traffic, police. Just hit police. You can hit visible, whatever. But I don't see any police in my garage, so I'm gonna start driving. As you can tell, my speedometer right there. Like I said, you can turn it off and on if you want. It's totally up to you. I really wish you could get rid of this car info. Sometimes it goes away, sometimes it doesn't. Otherwise, if it does, it's good because you can see your arrow, your little icon or whatever you picked moving, stuff like that. The cool thing about this is if you see like little boxes pop up, if you click on it, sometimes there's an ad at a gas station for like soda, like $1 off or something like that, which is kind of cool, neat too, if you're thirsty or anything like that. But like I said, you can turn advertisements off and on if you want. I'm just gonna go tool around and stuff like that. I'll use the GPS and come back home later on afterwards and stuff like that, so you can hear the woman talk and whatnot. I'll play the music, but I'll just put it on mute because, as you know, YouTube likes to not block, but copyright shit left and right. And I don't monetize the videos that I've been doing anyway. I don't know how, and you know, and who knows how long I'm gonna keep doing this for. I feel like doing something different right now. That's why I'm doing this. Give me something to do while I'm down here. See, I tap that icon that's shown in the color. It's loading. It tells me that the house is sold. It's kind of neat. It's kind of a rad app. The great thing about this Eonon unit is that, just like a regular computer, You could set the default, like in a computer, if you like to use Google Chrome or Firefox, you could go to your computer settings and in setting Google Chrome or Firefox as your default web browser. This you could do the same thing. It's set to the Google Maps as the default map, but if you go to settings, you could set it to Waze app if you'd like. God forbid if you get a copyright strike. It's the end of the world. Well, that's the player. I like it. It's cool. Just hit this button. Goes back to your to the original position. If you tap the screen anywhere, the compass comes up, stuff like that. If you hit the compass, it points north, but you're coming downwards, even if you're going forward, which I don't like. I like the opposite way. There you go. Oop. It's tough to driving and doing this at the same time. So hit the button, hit the plus minus. You could zoom in, zoom out if you want, but it will zoom you back in though automatically. So if you like it like that, you can leave it like that. There you go. That's 3D. That's 2D. It's a bird's eye view. It's what pretty much it is. See, it just zooms you in automatically when you start moving again. It is nice out here right now. 69 degrees out here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, USA. For all you foreign people out there. Tells me it's 45 area, but I'm doing 47, so it turns red. Sometimes for some reason you can't zoom it in. I guess it's probably not, you probably can't zoom it in from the top. So I'll go back to 3D instead. There you go. And since I'm connected to the internet right now through the phone, you can tell these little orange circles. They're doing construction up here, so I'm sure all the people who use Waze has been putting down that there's traffic and construction going up here, stuff like that, which is great. Just lets you know if you want to, you know, detour someplace else if you like, or keep pressing forward. I kind of like this app. After using Google Maps, Google Maps is too bombarded with things. I mean, now you could do reviews, you could pretty much see what you see on a PC and stuff like that, the times, things open and close, do reviews and stuff like that. It's alright. It's not bad, but with Google Maps, you go sideways. You don't go like up and down, or however you want to describe it, stuff like that. So since they're doing construction, I'll hit one of these orange things. There you go. Hopefully you guys can see it. I actually bought this GoPro Jaws Flex clamp from Walmart yesterday, and I have this clamped up to my sunglass, where you put your sunglasses and stuff like that. So I opened that up and clamped it up there. So I really hope you guys can see it. If not, I'm gonna have to do this video all over again. I want to get the armrest camera holder thing, but it's like $59, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm recording this at 1080p at 60 frames, and it's on narrow mode. Why would have been, you would have seen my, I don't know, you probably see my hands anyway, but I think narrow mode will pretty much zoom in just enough where you can see, I hope. I gotta go back and look at the footage later on and stuff like that. Because I don't have a sunroof. The car didn't come with a sunroof. So I couldn't like use a suction cup, stuff like that. So I figured the Jaws clamp, flex clamp would be alright, stuff like that. So we'll see when I get back. Going through paving zones like this ruins the car. I take good care of my car too. Put a lot of money into her. Upgrading parts left and right. We'll say a lot of muscle cars down here, down south. You don't see too many tuner cars. They seem like they're mostly up north. Up north, it's usually all Subarus, which is fine. There's a good amount of Evos too. But I like my Mazda. I'm happy with what I have. I do want an Evo 10 or an Evo 8. Always wanted a WRX STI as well. Is always on top now. You don't have to hit it to have it pop up, but you will have to hit the screen if you want the plus minus to zoom in and out, and the little like pamphlet folder type thing, so you could change the display settings if you want. go. You can zoom in as close as you like. I like it like that. It looks nice. I've been reading forums about the car info. They don't seem to, they can't figure out how to get rid of it and stuff like that. They've been talking to whoever codes this, the company or whatever, to get rid of it. But as you can tell, this is an updated version of Waze app. It's all updated, and they still can't figure it out. But I did notice that when you're not on the internet using your phone for a hotspot, the car info goes away when you're not connected to the internet. Strange, I know, I don't understand, but hey, that's how it is. What I'm trying to do is find that advertisement thing again. I don't remember where it was. But it is what it is. You always turn your speedometer off and on, like I said. I'll find that silly ass. There we go, ads. Turned it off. Oops, somebody just added that. Probably for construction or traffic, who knows. Yep, moderate traffic. Lots like that. It's like a Facebook thing. Like. This Forks and Knives restaurant. Let's see what that is. Only 3 miles away. Oh, 3 minutes away, my bad. Alright. Jiffy Lube. If you need an oil change, I don't know if you guys do or don't. But I think that's what's cool about this Waze app. That, you know, you can touch something like that and it'll pop up in the corner and let you know what it is, the description and stuff like that. Also, if you see something you want to go to, let's see. Like if I want to go there, Mulberry Way, just hold your finger wherever you want to go for a few seconds. You could send it, or you could hit go if you want. It's totally up to you. Let's see. Let me pick some place.
Let's take US 17 Business Garden City.
Tells you when the best time to leave too, which is great. I will be updating the firmware from my 2018 Hero to the Hero 5. I've just been doing a lot of video recording so I could compare some videos and stuff like that I've been reading around YouTube, that some people wanted a comparison between two firmwares and stuff like that. So I got them saved on the desktop of my computer, stuff like that. And I'll
in 3/4 of a mile.
All right.
Turn right on Atlantic Avenue.
And I'll show you how to update the firmware too. It's simple. So easy. It's just such a great app. I'm happy that a user suggested me to check this out. So thank you. And look, no car info either, which is great. But I'll show you what it is offline too. You can still use it, but you just can't get like all the information that you can get when you're online and shit.
In 1,000 feet, turn right.
And for some reason, the application will crash on you when you're not connected to the internet for some reason. I don't understand why, it just does. It is.
Turn right on Atlantic Avenue.
Nope, I just passed it, so. I got nothing but good things to say about this. It's great, it's free. Now, who doesn't like free? You don't have to pay any money to sign up. It's wonderful. It's informative. It's lightweight, like I said. No bloatware, no crap that you don't need or don't even use, you know? Silly ass car info thing. You can't swipe it. You can't hit down. I don't know. If there was a way to take the information from the Waze app and load it up on the computer and just edit the code so you could get rid of this car info, I would if I knew how. Because this thing's ridiculous. I hate it. If you like it like that, it's great. Now if you hit this back button, it tells you to shut it down. Now you back out to the main menu. If you go to settings, car infotainment, navigation, file path with a map. That's where the maps are. Right now, like I said, it's default set to Google. Don't do this to me. Goes to Google Maps, like I said. Just hit Waze if you want. And and it'll load up the Waze as all. Yep. Now we're back where we started from. Oh, look at Dunkin' Donuts. Good, I need something to drink. I'm a little parched. Takes a few seconds for the internet and stuff like that. Oh, the Thin Mint Girl Scout cookie drink. Oh, freaking delicious. What's up? Back again. Just got done walking the beach for my exercise. I'm not connected to the internet right now, so this is what Waze looks like when you're not connected to the internet. Luckily enough, car info is not there anymore. Like I said earlier, it disappears when you're not connected. And right up here, yep, searching for network. Almost still use the map to a certain extent, but you just won't get like real-time information and shit like that, which is fine by me. Unfortunately, you can't even punch in an address. Let's see. Because I have no internet connection. I can't even punch in my home address to go home to Connecticut. That's the only downside about using the map. Otherwise, you could still use it offline somewhat. You know, it's still a good app. But I'll show you, well, I won't show you, but maybe this app will crash on me like it's been doing when it's not connected to the internet. I don't understand why. It just all of a sudden just disappears. I think it's like 10 to 30 minutes. It'll go away. But don't know why. Don't understand. At least you could still use it for a little while though. I will say the Hero 2018 battery, recording at 1080p at 60 frames, and boy, did it drain the battery wicked bad. I started with 98%. I look at the battery after I get done, and it said it was like 58 or 54%. That's crazy. And I recorded, I think, 38 minutes, showing you guys what the Waze app looks like. It's unbelievable. Maybe when I downgrade to firmware Hero 5, maybe the firmware, well, the battery life will be a little bit better. If the battery goes down that badly, I'm sure recording in 1444, I think, P, in 30 frames, I think it will drain a lot quicker then. It's so nice not to see the silly ass car info. Every once in a while on a blue moon, the car info will go away when you connect to the internet. I've done it before. I've pushed a bunch of buttons and all of a sudden it disappeared. Like I went to one menu, out the other, went back, and I don't know, it just kind of went away, which is awesome. But that's the only downside of this application that I have, is that the car info just blocks your arrow or whatever kind of icon you want to use. Other than that, it's a great app. Advertisements, take it or leave it, you know. You turn it off and on, which is awesome. Like I said, if this gas station is an ad for it, I'm going to tell you whatever they're selling cheap or whatever's on sale, which is rad. It's nice to change the audio output too, for when you got to use the map for wherever you're, like a destination type deal. You change the audio, the voice, I should say. It's nice. Other than that, I really don't have too much to say about the Waze application. Otherwise, it's free, it's easy to use. Like I said earlier, it's lightweight, it's not a heavy application. One thing I like about Google is you can change the terrain and the satellite and stuff like that, which is awesome too. But I think I'm going to stick with Waze from now on. The offline map app that Eonon gave me to try is another great application too. It's lightweight as well. I should dive into that someday. But that's pretty much it. See, it crashed. Where'd it go? There's usually an icon up here in the taskbar. It's not there, but if I hit the multiple windows, it's there. It just like it minimizes itself. Okay, now it's working well again. It's going to state searching network. I don't know if it's a fail-safe or what, or I don't know. Just a little annoying, that's all. At least with Google Maps, when you use it offline, it's not going to just crash on you. It'll tell you to go fuck yourself. Seems to zoom in when you're slowing down. back to the 3D, which I enjoyed the best. Bouncing, rattling around. I got a basketball in the front seat. After I take my walk, I go to the basketball courts, shoot some hoops for some extra exercise. Try to lose some weight. Well, that's pretty much the app. Anything else, questions, concerns, you know where to find me. Sure hope this comes out well, the video. I wish the GoPro could be a lot closer. But I'm trying to do whatever I can. So hopefully you can see it and stuff like that. If not, just let me know. I'll figure out another way or something like that. Oh, take care, guys.